our beliefs, the tarot, all the things, it's extra. At the end of the day, I know Ariana and I, we're not just tarot readers. We are so much more than that. We are facilitators for
Right.
community to become sanctuaries of knowledge and peace and understanding. That's
Right.
the goal. If
Right.
you have any kind of experience where you're being ostracized, excommunicated, disrespected, come to us. We will find you a place. It don't matter what your pronouns are, what you're born as.
None of that
We
matters.
don't care.
No. You
So
know what? I feel like people have to, one of the things, and when we're talking about that whole love and light bullshit, it's that people are scared to say what needs to be said. I
yeah,
am not one of those people who are
me
afraid
neither.
to speak up. One of the things, and having a group and being a group owner, I have had to challenge some people. A lot of people think because they're an approved reader or they know you, they think you're cool. They think you're just going to have them their back. And my thing is, wrong is wrong, right is right. I don't give a
Amen.
fuck who you are. I'm definitely a person who can own up to my shit. If you call
Me
me out for
too.
stuff, maybe if I don't even realize it and you call me out, I have no problems in apologizing and moving
Listen,
forward.
hold me
Right?
accountable, but you better make sense. You just
Right.
better make sense because I ain't coming to you not making sense. I promise you.
Right.
If I'm like, Ariana, you did this and this and this and this and this
Right.
and blah, 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 and I
Right.
don't make any sense, beat my ass because I am not like, nah, like,
Right.
please come to me, but you
I,
got to make sense.
I've
You got to
gone
come from
against
something
people.
valid.
I've gone against people to not be the in person, and I'm okay with not being the cool person. I
Same.
will call you out, and that's why my group has lasted as long as it has. It's because I will call you out, and if we fall out after that, it was meant. I take
People
it as
come
that.
and go, y'all, in the spiritual life. Let me tell you, there are people who I thought were my besties. Listen, Ariana and I could never talk again, and I would have felt so close to her in the last 48 hours than ever. And that's it. And I would never think twice. We could probably pick up the phone in 10 years and be like,
Right.
we never, ever, ever stop. That's how it is, y'all. It's not
Right.
some sort of long-term crazy thing. People come and go. Don't get attached to who's giving you advice either.
Right. Right.
What do you
You gotta learn
do?
to let people
Okay.
go. You
I've
gotta
been
learn.
dying to ask you this question. I'm gonna ask you this
There
question.
goes the vibration, though. Again,
Yes.
when you learn vibrations, you will understand that you
True.
can meet someone at a certain vibration, but if you're continuing to go up, whatever this person is doing on their path that's them. You have to learn how to let people go and just kind of say, okay, we're not
And I
aligned
tell people
anymore.
like pain is relative. Like what may hurt you for 10 minutes could hurt me for 10 years.
Mhm.
And it could be the exact same experience in technically, right?
Right.
So whatever someone is going through, like I definitely see patterns on certain things. There's definitely a pattern. Like
Right.
sometimes I see patterns where people they go down like Egyptian history, and that brings them to aliens, and then that brings them to the Galactic Federation, that brings them to synchronicities, and
Right.
then they find out the star seeds, and then they go to Atlantis, and then this is
Right.
definitely a path, and I'm sure I'm speaking to a lot of you guys, and then they
Right.
have complete mental breakdowns and they wake up.
Right. Right. I've seen a
So
lot of that too.
there's this like pattern right over, and now for me, I've been on the internet in the way that Ariana's been on the internet for 10 years. So I really got to see the little baby groups start to explode and destroy each other. And it's never faltered. This has been a consistent pattern that I'm
Hell
seeing.
yeah.
It's
I've had
always been
groups.
like this.
And when I say I've had people come after me, I've had groups come after me.
Same.
And it was like,
I could feel you.
and it was like, where I don't even know you. Like, where the fuck is this coming from? But I can also say I've actually have a particular group member who came back to me, a group owner back to me later and was like, I'm so sorry.
Yes,
I took this
that happens
person's
too.
word and I ran with it. And I was like, look, they were like, I just don't want no enemies. And I was like, look, you
I
don't gotta
welcome
worry
people
about
with open
me.
arms.
I mean, and I'm very open that I'm a ritualist, but I am not someone who's doing revenge spells. I'm not over here. I don't give a fuck what you
Same.
got. If you hurt me, you think I'm wasting my time over here trying to send you some bad fucking energy?
I'm not worried. Your karma
me
is
fucked up.
fine over there. I'm good. Like, and there's a lot of people who think that they should take karma into their own hands.
Oh yeah,
And
I'm not one of those people.
I'm not one of those people either. No shade. I get it. I
will
definitely.
say I have. And I am transparent. I have, especially I tell you, I had a moment in the beginning of my path where I was very egotistical, right? And so there was one thing that I will say when it comes to kids, I don't have that cutoff. When it comes to someone doing something against someone's child, that's where
sure. It's like a boundary for you. You're like, I'm going.
That's where I lose it, and you will get some spell work again. You know what
I mean? That's the people I can talk to you about. Are you hired?
If someone comes to me like, and you know what I mean? And the thing is, it's not that I'm not going to do my research, right? I'm not going to not do my research before.
Yeah, sure. You have to be responsible.
When it comes to kids, I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. Kids are off limits.
So like, there you go. Like there's a karmic. So we're talking about morals and ethics, right? So like that's what this is. It's like the ethics within healing. It's super important. Like here's the thing. The moment that I say I know anything, I get my ass handed to me.
Hell yeah.
So I'm not gonna say that I know anything, but it has been my experience. If I am not a responsible, magical motherfucker, and I don't do my research, and I don't find out the facts about a situation, and I go and do some witchy ass shit, it is going to bite my little booty in a way that I could not even believe, and it is not worth the karma. Like, it's not worth it. That's why she said, I do my research. And we're like,
I mean, clients lie.
They do.
People lie. If this I've had people come to me about everything that you can possibly think of. And if I just took the word off of this person, I would be doing more damage than good out here.
I've had somebody come to me and be like, how do I kill my husband? Okay. Like I've had literally, like I've been asked and I'm like, we're going to pretend that you didn't say anything like that to me.
They want to hurt people because
they really want to hurt people without any justification. They just don't want to deal with their shit. You have to do your research. Now there are people for everything. At the end of the day, it's just about moving energy into one position or another. That's all magic is. That's all it is energetical push. It's a calling on the divine. And I'm not a ritual person. Right. Like I'm not, but I do have an understanding. Right. And I've had horrible things. I have been the subject to it. Yeah. So I have had miscarriages intended on me. I have had illness intended on me from people in groups. I just want to say, crazy ass evil stuff. And I'm a protective person.
Diarrhea. I say it. A lot of people gave me a lot of diarrhea, but fuck.
Listen, oh my God.
You know what? The crazy thing is, and this is where I always go back to it, is where when you know who you are and you know what you walk with. I am a person who works and operates out of my heart space. I'm very balanced in a way where I look at things from both sides. I never take someone's side. I don't give a fuck how long I've known you. I don't take your side just because I know you.
That's a Libra in me. I'm like that for sure.
I look at it from multiple perspectives. And I am about what is the truth in there, because most of the time everybody's fucking wrong. There is really no right or wrong unless one person really did some outlandish shit.
Are you Gemini moon? I'm Gemini moon. That's why we're like that. If you have a Gemini moon, you probably resonate with that.
So and I've had a lot of people come to me, and I'm one of these people where I have learned that you cannot buy me. So I don't give a fuck what you're offering. There's certain shit I don't do. I don't give a fuck what the price tag is. I don't do it. No, that's not me. And I think you have to come to a place of having some type of moral
boundary, the moral boundaries.
If you're someone, and we see a lot of it, which irritates me, it does, where you see people who just want money. If you're look, and I'll call you out real quick. If you're a spiritualist, all you give a fuck is about money, you're living in lack. Who the fuck are you helping?
And you're always going to be looking for clients because you're literally operating out of a lack of abundance. Like
I need to keep you dependent on me to keep coming back to pay my bills.
Correct.
Instead of let me empower you and Spirit's going to take care of me. How about that?
I know that if I am doing my job, you won't need me anymore after a while.
And that's okay.
And I'm completely fine with that.
Right.
Like, I love my newbies. I love my fresh energy. There's 8 billion people in the world.
Right.
I'm good. I can access you.
Right.
There's 14 million people in Los Angeles alone.
Right.
We're good.
Right.
We're good.
I tell people that all the time. It's like you really that changing your mindset, because I have seen, and a lot of them do this shit where it's like they give you half-ass information, half-ass readings, and call it a full reading, and then you're more confused than you fucking ever were.
You should walk away. Listen, preach. Say a lot of other people in the back.
$10,000 with this fucking person, you still ain't did shit with your life.
You should be investing in your person that you have as a guide because you love them and you want to support them. I have plenty of clients that are regulars that they know and I know they don't really need me, but they want to pour into me.
Have you noticed that your regulars support you in a way where they come to you, but it's different shit? It's not the same shit.
100%.
You're not coming to me with the same fucking shit that you first came
we're going to talk about this. Listen, you psychic motherfucker. Okay, so you took I said like 20 minutes ago that I wanted to ask you this question. You just pulled it out of my soul. I swear. And it was this. How do you deal with psychic shoppers? So let's talk about the psychic shopper. Let's talk about the person who, watch. They're gonna, oh my gosh, the person that I was talking about that had the sister and that was younger just messaged me. Anyway, sorry. Love when that happens. Let's talk about people who come. They're like, okay, Ariana, like, I want you to read my cards and blah, blah, blah. And I'm Ellie's regular client, but I saw you and heard you on the podcast. And, and I'm like, listen, Ariana, like, this is what's going on. Like, this person, like, I'm so curious to hear what's going to say. Because don't think that you're healers. They don't talk to each other. Listen, we talk to each other, okay? We're here for you. Yes, your stuff is confidential, but I'm telling you, like, if I know that you've got stuff that's a block, and Ariana's like, oh, thank you for your client, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, listen, this is what they're going through. I'm very curious. And Ariana says the same shit that I say to you. And you're going to go find another fucking psychic person because they didn't tell you what you want to hear. Listen, I don't have time for that. Go find somebody else. You're fired from my space. That is a psychic shopper. That is somebody who just will not hear unless you tell them what they want to hear. How do you deal with that? What do you do?
Personally, that always comes, and it always will be something. You know what I mean? I actually used to deal with some people that were very close to me that would constantly have, they would read each other. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden they jump on my live and go, let's see what she's going to say. And then I would see their comments in the live like, so I'm the one who's going to like, be the last person to say what is real and what isn't. And so I would just say, look, if you need to go to that many people, right? And 3 people already told you this shit. 3 fucking people told you
3 times a charm, yo.
Most people that kind of watch me kind of understand and know that you're not going to get what you want to hear from my readings anyway.
Same.
And if you watch me enough, you'll be like, oh shit, she's not one of those. I'm not one of those that's going to tell you what you want to hear. Even the people know, like most people jump on and be like, can I just get a spirit message? Because they know spirit's going to fucking tell you what you need, not what you want.
People come to me and they're like, bitch, slap me. I need my spiritual bitch. Debbie said that to me.
Real shit.
Like,
real shit.
Yeah, like, don't come. That's how you know you're dealing with real. And I think it's fair what you're saying. It's good advice. It's the advice I give other people, which I say 3 times the charm. This is with everything that I do for discernment. Right. So something comes up and it's really messing with my mental. And I'm like, I don't know if this is true. There's a disturbance in the force. I say 3 times the charm. Happens once, cool. Happens twice, interesting. 3 times, I'm definitely considering it. I'm definitely looking at it because there are glitches. There are things that are meant to distract you. There are things that are supposed to disillusion you, to bring you off your path. shadow work will help with that. But you
Right.
know, that's where I think
I was gonna say the
think,
other thing that I tell people though is that you gotta remember that no two people read the same.
yeah,
So you can't get a reading from me and expect it to be exactly the same way that Ellie would read. It's not going to.
but
One, there might be similar shit, hands
yes,
down.
but
But
if
you're
you're
gonna
getting an
be
outcome
the
that
same.
is the same,
Right.
but so yeah, so because I guarantee you, Ariana and I have a very similar tone. Okay, we definitely are straightforward. I'm not worried. I'd be scared for both of us to read one person at a time. I'll pray for them and give them a hug later and send them flowers and food and
The
be
only
like, I love you.
the only thing, like I say, on my platform, people know what they're getting. They're
That's the
used to
thing.
it.
Be prepared for the reader that
Right.
if you want to be cushioned, okay, then
That
go to a cushy reader, okay? But don't get mad at the messenger.
right.
Ariana, I'm actually like a really sweet girl, and I don't know Ariana outside of this. We really don't know each other at all. But for
Right.
me, people are always really surprised that I'm like really nice and like show up and stuff because I'm fucking mean when I read. Like I'm so mean. I'm so
I